In her song, talking about a revolution, Tracy Chapman talks about a revolution sounding like a whisper. She speaks about standing in welfare lines, crying at the doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the unemployment lines, and sitting around waiting for a promotion. In other words, sitting passively by rather than organizing ourselves to bring about change. Honored guests and members of the African People's Socialist Party, good afternoon. The problem is, organizing has become a dirty word, but it simply means coming together and using our talents and our resources for the benefit of all. But rather than organize and speak out against injustices, we have allowed ourselves to be pacified into silence, pacified by promises of promotions and money. We are so busy being enamored with politicians and scooping up the scraps that fall from their table, we ignore blatant corruption and condemn activists as crazy people. But there was a time we had revolutionary groups and revolutionary leaders like Clifford Darling and Randall Fox. Under their leadership, organized labor brought about political and social change that we still enjoy today. If you would begin to understand the true power of organized labor, you will begin to understand why they, and I mean the government, fear it. And please, let us not make the mistake of equating what you see today with the strength that unions once enjoyed. There is no comparison. That was a different time and a different era, because those leaders enjoyed the full support of its members, and the members had confidence in them. Case in point, during the first Labor Day, when the labor leaders told the colonial secretary that they wanted the governor to speak at Labor Day, he said, "Who ever heard of the Queen's representative addressing a mass of sweaty rags and bones?" In response, Ronald Fox told him, if he did not come, they would come to Government House, 20,000 strong. Needless to say, they changed their mind. Not because of their benevolence toward the black, poor, or oppressed, but because they knew that the unions of those days were united and strong. We have lost that. And if we are to return to organizations of such strength, we must unite. Let us put it all into context. During the general strike of 1958, the labor movement was able to stand strong for 19 consecutive days. Today, you can barely get members to stand for a 90-minute demonstration. You see, brothers and sisters, a revolution calls for sacrifice and some discomfort. But today, people want the benefit, but at someone else's expense. So the movement is ill-equipped to mount a strong and sustainable defense for the workers of this country. During the general strike, the movement crippled Bay Street, the seat of economic and political power, turning the tide in our favor and putting us on a direct path to majority rule and later independence. But we have yet a ways to go, brothers and sisters. Think about it. History would have been quite different if the labor unions did not unite. If the Bahamas Federation of Labor did not answer the call of the Bahamas Taxicab Union for support, had the community not seen the struggle of workers as their struggle, as it is our struggle, and joined in the fight. Remember, the entire family joined in the fight. They were picketing the stores of the wealthy merchants, minding the soup line, leading services at night, singing, praying, and encouraging each other. Through a mighty meekness, they brought about social change. The question is, where will you stand? Thank you.